Ladies and gentlemen, this is evolution question number 4. So we're playing a game today with 7 questions and 2 players. Whoever gets the more questions correctly wins the game. So let the game begin. What age group do your audience cover?
Our audience cover the age group between 15 and 25, teenagers and young adults.
What gender are your audience?
From the questionnaire, we found out that our audience are 65% female and 35% male, which covers the target audience. However, this might change, speaking of secondary audience, when females can be with the males while watching our film sequence, so that might change the average percentage of their gender.
Why do your audience find this sequence appealing?
So, the reason why our audience would find our sequence appealing is because us as characters appealed to them through the use of costume. We've used a hoodie, which is, a typical thing for anybody from the age of 15 to 25 to use. And I believe that they would find us appealing as they would feel closer to our characters, as they would wear the same outfits.
What real horror films will this audience watch and why?
From our research on the BBFC, which is British Board of Film Qualifications, audiences below 15 are not allowed to watch any horror films, meaning that any movie such as Annabelle, which is 15 rated and above, they're allowed to watch.
Which theory supports your sequence?
The theory that supports a sequence is Todorov's theory, as he starts off with an equilibrium, shows how the equilibrium is broken, and he then goes into what the salvation is for the equilibrium, disequilibrium, and then it goes back to a normal equilibrium, which we do show in our opening sequence, as we have a character going through such a calm atmosphere, then going into the danger, and then goes back to the normal. Are you done?
What elements are the audience going to be most interested in and why?
So, in my opinion, the audience would be firstly mainly interested in the location of our horror sequence. I think this because for a psychological subgenre, we have quite used normal and very outgoing location as streets around London. We have filmed inside of the school, and we have also filmed inside of a normal house, which is her house. And I think this would be very appealing to the audience because they can relate to what surrounds their daily life and that it can happen to them in real life, which makes it more believable. And the second thing is I think the soundtrack would appeal to the audience because the soundtrack is basically whispers of many voices, which also relates to the psychological genre that we are expressing and trying to represent in our horror sequence. So it contributes to the location as well, and it makes an amazing horror sequence that presents a psychological subgenre and very interesting to our audience.
Last question, ladies and gentlemen. How and why does psychological genre attract your audience?
Psychological genre attract our audience because okay, you answer it.
Psychological horror is attracting our audience because in our sequence we don't show anything supernatural. We just show a girl getting killed by another girl.
And the winner is Natalie!
Woo!
How do you feel winning this competition?
Of course I feel amazing. I beat her.